Hi everyone and welcome back to Of Tradition. If you've ever dreamed of bringing timeless farmhouse charm into your home, room by room, you're in for a treat. Today we're exploring 30 beautiful traditional farmhouse decorating ideas, all inspired by the classic elegance of Martha Stewart. From cozy bedrooms to welcoming porches, every corner is filled with charm, character, and comfort. So grab your favorite cup of tea, settle in, and don't forget to watch until the very end. You won't want to miss a single detail that could inspire your next home project. Let's get started. Step into a warm, welcoming farmhouse entryway where a time-worn wooden bench invites you to pause and stay a while. The charm lies in its simplicity: smooth, worn edges, a natural patina, and underneath, a trio of wicker baskets neatly tucked away, ready to gather shoes, scarves, or even fresh market blooms. This setup not only adds practicality to the space but speaks volumes about the character and rhythm of a traditional home. It's this graceful balance of form and function that anchors a farmhouse style from the very first step inside. The bench and baskets not only organize, but offer a moment of calm, a prelude to the thoughtful, lived-in style that continues through each room. With this foundation, the home's design story is already unfolding. Right above that rustic bench, a line of antique wall hooks makes a timeless statement. Whether iron, brass, or distressed wood, these hooks serve more than just a utilitarian purpose. They tell a story of craftsmanship and enduring charm. Reclaimed coat racks, salvaged from barns or estate sales, blend seamlessly, providing space for coats, hats, and well-loved gardening aprons. As guests hang their belongings, they are enveloped in a sense of history and heart. The pairing of aged textures and humble function continues to guide us deeper into the home. With each element working together, this entry becomes a curated chapter in the narrative of traditional farmhouse living. Lighting sets the tone, and in a farmhouse home, oil-rubbed bronze fixtures shine, quite literally. These warm, deep tones add subtle contrast against light walls and wood paneling, casting a soft, golden glow over the entryway. Whether as sconces, overhead lanterns, or pendant lights, they offer a sense of timeless refinement while keeping the atmosphere rooted in comfort. This glow invites you forward, guiding you from room to room with a consistent mood of warmth. It's not just about illumination, it's about ambience, the kind that makes a home feel storied and serene. As the light spills into the living space, the emotional thread of tradition continues to weave itself throughout. The heart of the farmhouse living room lies in its comfort, and nothing defines it better than a slip-covered sofa in soft, neutral hues. Whether creamy linen, dove gray, or warm oatmeal, these covers invite relaxation and ease. They're practical too, easy to wash and perfect for homes where life is embraced fully from garden dirt to tea spills. These classic seating pieces provide a graceful base upon which textures and layers are built. Cushions in vintage florals, cozy knit throws, and wooden coffee tables all gather naturally around the soft structure of the sofa. It's a seamless continuation of the warmth we felt in the hallway, now deepening into a place to rest, gather, and enjoy. reclaimed wood coffee table anchors the center of the room with its sturdy silhouette and richly grained surface. Every nick and knot in the wood holds a story, while wrought iron legs lend subtle contrast and a nod to traditional craftsmanship. It's a piece that feels both grounded and refined, perfectly aligned with farmhouse values. This table becomes more than furniture. It's a gathering spot, a backdrop for mugs, books, and Sunday conversations. The rustic elegance of this single piece echoes the broader aesthetic of the room, comfortable, collected, and enduring. As we look around, we sense that every item here has been chosen not for trend, but for lasting presence. Beneath the sturdy coffee table, a jute rug forms a natural base, grounding the room with its earthy texture. Its durability and rustic look are balanced by a second, more delicate layer, a soft floral accent rug placed on top. This layering approach not only adds visual warmth but also reflects a long-standing farmhouse tradition of making use of what's at hand to create comfort and beauty. The blend of coarse natural fiber with faded floral elegance mirrors the larger contrast that defines farmhouse decor, strength softened by charm. These rugs not only warm your feet but also tie the room together, just as traditions tie generations together. As we transition toward the kitchen, this thoughtful layering prepares us for a space where function and beauty continue to meet. As we move into a corner of the living room or perhaps a pass-through hallway, built-in bookcases offer both storage and style. Painted in creamy whites or muted sage, these shelves are lined not just with books but with ironstone pictures, vintage clock faces, and woven baskets. It's here that a sense of personality truly takes hold. An invitation to pause and look closer. These displays serve not just as decor but as memory keepers. Each object has a story, and together they create a visual narrative of a life well lived. The gentle order of the shelves offers a moment of stillness before we continue into the kitchen, where tradition gets practical and beauty meets daily routine. Lighting becomes more intimate as we pass into a cozier nook. Mason jar sconce wall lights, mounted against beadboard or weathered shiplap, cast a romantic glow. These humble glass jars, once used for preserves and pickles, now bring gentle illumination into reading corners or evening gatherings. Their glow enhances the farmhouse atmosphere, a reminder that repurposed beauty is a core value in this style. As the light flickers across the textures of wood and linen, we're drawn to what lies ahead. The transition is natural, as is the design itself. Thoughtful, comforting, and forever anchored in home. Stepping into the kitchen, our eyes are greeted by open shelves that replace upper cabinets with grace and practicality. Here, a collection of creamware, soft white dishes serving bowls and pitchers, are arranged with care. Their subtle tones and timeless shapes bring calm to the busiest room in the home. This visual openness encourages daily interaction with what's beautiful and useful. It's an approach that Martha Stewart herself might appreciate, blending function with finesse. As we take in the kitchen's flow, we sense that every plate and cup here is meant to be used, not just admired. A nod to the working heart of a traditional farmhouse. Beneath those shelves, the countertops tell another story, one of hardworking surfaces and timeless utility. Butcher block counters, often made from maple or oak, bring warmth and patina. They pair beautifully with a white apron front sink, its generous size echoing the needs of a bustling household past and present. Together, they form the soul of the farmhouse kitchen, a place where meals are prepared, dishes are rinsed, and stories are shared. The materials are solid and enduring, reminding us that style and practicality were never meant to be separate. As we linger here, the kitchen becomes more than a room. It becomes the rhythm of the home. Soft sunlight filters through blue and white checked café curtains, lending the kitchen a nostalgic charm. These cheerful panels, often hung midway across the window, strike the perfect balance between privacy and brightness. Their gingham pattern is both simple and inviting, evoking memories of family breakfasts and slow, peaceful mornings. These curtains aren't just decorative, they're emblematic of a style that values comfort over fuss. Their presence adds rhythm to the room, echoing the creamware above and the wood grain below. As your eye travels across the space, these humble textiles gently draw you into the tradition of making the everyday feel special. Suspended from a ceiling rack, copper pots gleam with a patina earned through years of use. Their rounded forms and worn handles speak of old recipes, hearty meals, and generational cooking traditions. Hung over a rustic island or central prep space, they turn utilitarian storage into a striking focal point. This open display of cookware blends function with beauty, an ethos central to farmhouse living. These pots aren't tucked away, they're celebrated just as heritage and hard work are. As we turn from the kitchen workspace toward the surrounding details, we carry with us this appreciation for meaningful utility. tucked neatly on the countertop. A vintage bread box sits alongside a trio of ceramic canisters, their labels hand-lettered or delicately painted. These storage staples bring a sense of rhythm to the kitchen. A nod to the days when fresh loaves were wrapped in linen and sugar was scooped by hand from a jar. Their shapes are soft, their tones are warm, and their presence brings both order and delight. These pieces not only organize your space but also ground it in a visual language that feels timeless. With every glance, they remind us that nostalgia isn't about going backward. It's about honoring what endured. At the heart of the home stands a large farmhouse table, worn smooth from years of shared meals. Around it gather mismatched chairs, each with its own story, shape, and finish. Together, they create a setting that feels lived in and loved, where guests are welcome and formality is set aside. This table becomes a place of community, with chipped paint and uneven legs adding to its character. The mix of seating isn't just practical, it's personal. As we sit and linger over dinner or coffee, we find that this space doesn't ask for perfection. It invites connection. Just beyond the rustic charm of the Mismatched set, another dining space tells a story of simple refinement. Here, Windsor chairs line the table with graceful spindles and curved backs, some adorned with soft linen covers that add texture and gentleness. The look is elegant, yet still grounded in the natural materials of the farmhouse palette. These chairs lend quiet dignity to the room, especially when paired with a traditional wood table and candlelight overhead. This is where everyday meals can feel like special occasions, not because of extravagance but because of thoughtful design. The transition from rustic to refined shows the versatility and depth of farmhouse tradition. Standing gracefully in the dining room, an antique china cabinet becomes a visual time capsule. Its glass doors reveal shelves lined with ironstone platters, cream-colored tureens, and delicate teacups, all arranged with care. Each piece tells a story of family gatherings, holiday feasts, and everyday beauty cherished across generations. The cabinet isn't merely for display. It honors the past while grounding the present. Whether inherited or lovingly collected, its contents remind us that farmhouse style is about preservation and storytelling. As we step back to admire the full setting, the room feels rooted, filled with soul and memory. Above the dining table, a rustic chandelier draws the eye with its timeless candlestick design. Its wrought iron frame or distressed wood arms recall an earlier era, when light was softer and dinners stretched long into the evening. The fixture glows not with grandeur but with quiet warmth, a perfect match for traditional farmhouse values. It completes the space with a sense of ceremony, elevating even the simplest meals into shared rituals. Just as each chair and plate holds meaning, so too does the light that gathers above them. With every flicker, the chandelier becomes part of the room's comforting embrace. In the bedroom, a four-poster bed takes center stage, its tall posts adding a sense of structure and calm. Dressed in quilted bedding, perhaps hand-stitched or faded from use, it becomes more than a place to sleep. It's a retreat layered with warmth, pattern, and heritage. This bed, with its timeless silhouette and comforting textiles, is both elegant and down-to-earth. It invites you to unwind, to reflect, and to feel held by the design around you. As we move further into this quiet space, we're reminded that farmhouse beauty is as much about feeling as it is about form. Soft pastel wallpaper with delicate floral motifs wraps the bedroom walls like a gentle embrace. Its subtle hues, rose, mint, or sky blue, create a serene backdrop that soothes the senses and celebrates nature's grace. Whether covering a single wall or the entire room, it brings a sense of continuity and timelessness. This floral touch connects the bedroom to the garden beyond and to the heritage within. It's a gentle nod to traditional design, refined through a modern lens. As light dances across the patterns, the room becomes a haven, a blend of quiet beauty and enduring style. Resting on the bed, embroidered pillows add a final layer of softness and charm. Their floral stitches, scalloped edges, and lace trims speak of care and detail, an artistry passed down through generations. Paired with crisp white sheets and ruffled blankets, the linens transform the room into a sanctuary of texture and grace. This is where tradition truly rests, on every seam, every thread. The pillows and linens don't just decorate, they comfort and connect. As you sink into their embrace, you're reminded that farmhouse elegance lies in these quiet luxuries that make a house feel deeply, unmistakably like home. Beside the bed, a pair of distressed white nightstands add both charm and utility. Their slightly worn surfaces and subtle brass handles tell a story of gentle aging, a piece that feels like it has always belonged. Topped with a vintage clock, a linen-covered book, or a soft glow lamp, these tables are small but essential touches in a well-loved space. They ground the bedroom with symmetry and function while maintaining the soft, nostalgic palette. In the farmhouse tradition, even the most practical pieces carry grace and history. As your eyes move across the room, these nightstands quietly tie together the story of comfort, tradition, and gentle beauty. Moving into the bathroom, Elegance takes on a relaxed form. A white clawfoot tub stands regally against beadboard paneled walls, evoking the luxurious simplicity of bygone eras. The curves of the tub and the clean vertical lines of the beadboard create a pleasing contrast that's both graceful and grounded. This serene bathing space invites long soaks and soft candlelight. In true farmhouse fashion, the details are unpretentious but undeniably refined. The bathroom becomes more than utilitarian. It becomes restorative, blending classic design with peaceful retreat. Above the washstand or alongside a linen cabinet, framed botanical prints introduce a natural rhythm to the space. Paired with a vintage mirror, perhaps with a distressed wooden frame or antique brass trim, they bring light, depth, and a sense of organic harmony into the bathroom. These elements work together to soften hard surfaces and introduce a touch of the outdoors. In the gentle play between reflection and illustration, the room feels balanced, where beauty is drawn from both nature and nostalgia. It's a quiet tribute to farmhouse simplicity, rooted in the past, blooming in the present. Neatly folded or draped from a hook, hand towels in gingham and stripe patterns bring timeless texture to the bath. Their familiar designs and muted colors, reds, blues, or soft neutrals, create a subtle rhythm that complements the white porcelain and wood details around them. These linens are more than just functional. They represent a tradition of textile craftsmanship passed through farmhouse homes over generations. With each use, they echo a lifestyle where even the smallest objects are thoughtfully chosen and lovingly worn into the life of the home. At floor level or tucked under a vanity, wicker baskets serve as charming storage for towels, soaps, or even a few spare candles. Their woven textures add a grounding element to the room, a nod to nature's raw materials skillfully shaped by hand. These baskets blend utility and aesthetics in true farmhouse fashion. Sturdy yet beautiful, humble yet essential, they organize without cluttering, providing that perfect farmhouse balance between form and function. As we near the end of our home tour, they remind us that simplicity often holds the most beauty. In the mudroom, function takes center stage, yet never at the expense of charm. A row of sturdy wall hooks, paired with galvanized metal bins below, offers a clean and simple solution for coats, bags, and daily necessities. The cool metallic finish adds contrast against the warmth of natural wood or shiplap walls. This combination of hard-working storage and rustic texture embodies the heart of farmhouse practicality. Everything has its place, and yet the styling feels intentional and warm. As we prepare to exit or enter the home, this space reminds us that good design supports life's rhythms without ever demanding attention. Turning into a small nook or side hallway, we're greeted by the familiar sight of white shiplap walls, timeless, simple, and full of texture. Underfoot, checkerboard flooring in black and white tiles or weathered painted wood adds pattern and playfulness, elevating what might otherwise be a forgotten space. This unexpected pairing creates a cozy and cheerful corner, balancing order with personality. It's these little details, a nod to tradition, a whisper of whimsy, that keep a farmhouse home feeling fresh and personal. Even in transition spaces, the design holds meaning and memory. The laundry area embraces a vintage spirit with a wooden folding counter skirted in soft fabric. The curtain, perhaps floral or striped, hides cleaning supplies with elegance, turning utility into delight. It transforms a chore corner into a space that feels lovingly cared for and beautifully old-fashioned. This gentle flourish connects the room to the rest of the house, ensuring no area feels overlooked. In the world of farmhouse design, even the laundry room is an opportunity to blend purpose with prettiness. It's proof that thoughtful touches can soften even the most functional corners of our lives. Stepping outside onto the porch, two wooden rocking chairs sit side by side, their ticking striped cushions gently inviting rest. The rhythm of their movement and the pattern of the fabric create a perfect harmony, quiet, steady, and grounding. This is where mornings begin and evenings wind down. The porch isn't just a space, it's a lifestyle. With each back and forth sway, the farmhouse spirit comes full circle, welcoming, restful, and open to the world just beyond the front steps. Flanking the entry path or porch steps, vintage milk cans bloom with seasonal flowers. Nearby, hanging ferns sway gently in the breeze, adding movement and greenery to the home's exterior. These repurposed elements showcase the farmhouse tradition of turning the practical into the poetic. It's a beautiful farewell or welcome depending on your direction. Either way, these outdoor touches reflect the same values found inside the home: resourcefulness, heritage, and a deep love of natural beauty. And with that, the journey through your traditional farmhouse is complete. Room by room, rooted in tradition, inspired by Martha Stewart, and filled with enduring charm. Thank you so much for joining me on this heartfelt tour through traditional farmhouse decorating ideas, inspired by the one and only Martha Stewart. We explored each space with purpose. From soft textiles in the bedroom to rustic elegance in the kitchen, every room reflects timeless style and cozy charm. If this video gave you inspiration, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button for more traditional decor ideas, and let me know in the comments which room you'd love to transform next. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.